Chevrolet Lacetti is loved by everybody. Our special Lacetti looks stock, and when it flies off the start line, it gives you same surprise as ex-girlfriend with child after 9 months of unexpected pregnancy. Potential of this car can be spotted only by nerds like me. For example, intercooler in the front bumper can give away its little secret. Also, turbo can be heard only after 3000 RPM. Owner installed aftermarket parking sensors and camera, and taillights from Canadian Chevrolet Optra. Exterior is standard in this car, and appearance of this vehicle is denying its abilities as good as Trump denying his sexual harassments. If you're interested in factory Lacetti video, I will make a review of a factory Lacetti if you leave a comment and let me know about it. Interior has some extra features, such as speakers, Malibu gear shifter, steering wheel from Chevrolet Captiva, nice seats covers, and black panels everywhere. Only back windows are tinted, because for all tinted windows you need a permit that costs you $1,000 for 1 year, and you have to pay each year. There is no boost gauge or any information about cooling or anything else that I'm used to in the tuned cars. Nevertheless, we have great custom sound isolation. It is so quiet here that I can hear colors. Also, we have great custom sound system. Speakers are everywhere, and it's very nice to sit here. In trunk we have subwoofer, and under subwoofer we have 42 liters propane tank. Trunk is so heavy because of the silent isolation, and there is no string that can hold all that weight in the trunk, so you have to hold the trunk with your hand. To fill propane tank you need to go under the car. While you're filling your tank, you can enjoy custom exhaust system. This system has a remote control that opens and closes metallic butterfly in the exhaust. Only problem with the remote control that they switched by accident buttons. So when you turn it on, it's off. When you turn it off, it's on. So that can be a little bit confusing sometimes. Sound of the car when the exhaust is open reminds me of Nissan Silvia S14, and it's just magnificent. Engine here is the most shocking item in this car. Everything in the engine block is from factory. Factory piston rings, valves, crankshaft, and it's reliable, it works without any problems. Apparently propane is very good for turbo engines. Because of its high octane, car works without any problems. We have Chinese turbocharger that operates at 0.7 bars, and we have huge intercooler that already needs to be cleaned. Transmission is factory, and it can handle new horsepower without any problem. Clutch is improved, and it's rebuilt from different Daewoo and GM car parts, and it's much lighter than factory clutch. Exhaust system is custom built, but owner decided to keep factory cover on the engine base. I have no idea why he kept it, but he likes it like this. According to the owner, car is very reliable and has no problems. Everything is properly made. Of course, during building process there were some problems. One of the biggest problem was the location of turbocharger. At first it was here, and it got really hot and burned the hood. So it was decided to put it down there. And weirdly, it has no special tubes that bring cold air down there, and it works without any problems. I know that owner doesn't drive it carefully. He drives like this every time. And so far he done 15,000 kilometers without any problems, and that's the most shocking thing for me, that I cannot understand how is that possible. This wonderful setup generates 210-220 brake horsepower. Depends on your gear shifts, because to keep up that boost you must shift them really fast. What really scares me about this vehicle is how owner wants to improve it every time. First, when he installed turbocharger, it inhaled 0.3 bars. Then it wasn't enough for him, he switched to 0.5 and then to 0.7, and now he wants more. Brakes in this car are good, they're from Chevrolet Epica, and for now with 0.7 bars it's enough. But handling already is scary, and if you increase in power, you will require major changes to the structure, to the dampers, and you have to invest in this car really heavily. Now he invested about $3,000. And when he told me that when he drove it first time with 0.3 bars, he was, satisfied. But now he got hooked on this tuner addiction that everybody has. Tuners always want more. To be faster, to be more reliable, and they spend a lot of money until they become dead broke or with the leaking engine without any money. Then they regret it. That's just the way the tuner life is. Our beauty reaches 100 kilometers in 7.5 or 7 seconds, and many luxury cars can eat its exhaust. This car costs with all the setup about $10,000, and in Uzbekistan, naturally aspirated Nissan Altima or Chevrolet Malibu will set you back $30,000 or $40,000 because of our tax system. Owner tells me that the best part of his day is when he stands across much more expensive car and he just destroys them. For me, this Lacetti is one of the best Chevrolet Lacettis I have ever driven. It is so much safe and fun to drive it that I'm still smiling. If you want more cars like this on my channel, please click that lonely like button and you will get more content.
When you drive it peacefully on the road, it's a very wonderful, civilized vehicle. But you have this button that is misplaced, unfortunately, when you press off, as I told before. And you press off, and then you hear the exhaust. And let's go! It reminds me of Silvia S15. Just immediate flight. The turbine spins are wonderful. I love this car with every inch of my body. The brakes are excellent here. Epica's brakes, just what they need here. And yeah, of course, handling needs a little work, but the feel is amazing. Let's turn off the exhaust because now it's better, much better. As owner told before that the smell of the car comes immediate of the exhaust when you turn on when you open up the pipe, and the smell of exhaust they just inside of the car, and that's a little drawback. Nevertheless, car is amazing. Just the sound isolation here is aftermarket, and it has 100 kilograms more sound isolation than usual, and it's amazing. When you want it to be a peaceful normal car, it is a peaceful normal car, but when you want it to be a fast racer, it is a racer. That's just unexpected. When you drive it in the city, in the traffic, listen, it's just very quiet here and very, it's just civilized. I drive it like a normal Lacetti, even better. It's much more better than normal Lacetti. The base Lacetti is a very nice car. If you want a review, write in the comments, I will make it, and especially for you. And this car is just amazing. The little details here and there, they complete the car in such a way that it's just a perfect vehicle. By the way, I have the same car, and what I wanted to do with it, it's put Captiva engine 2.4 liter inside it with the transmission, and of course Epica brakes, stuff like that, but no turbo, nothing like that. And just change the internals, just better cylinder heads, better valves, more expensive stuff into it. Overall, the price of all the swap will be about $3,500 in Uzbekistan. Owner told me, сколько вы потратили? 3000, да?
Нет, 2,5 максимум.
$2,500 owner spent on this vehicle, and it's perfect, and it's on the propane. It's not on the petrol, so you don't have to spend all the time. Plus, you know, on the petrol you must change oil. If it's a performance car, you must change oil every 5,000 kilometers. If you drive it like right now I was driving it, and owner drives it crazy every time, without any stops. You know, it's just amazing. So that's a much cheaper, more reliable and better way to tune your car than to change internals, engine block and everything. So when you drive it peacefully in the traffic, you can hear little noises of turbo, and they're so good, they're so nice. Just this turbo whistle is the best sound for man, in my opinion. If you think differently, please let me know in the comments. Even the horn is wonderful. So 45 liter propane, 45 литров, да, говорят? 42 liters of propane tank, and it's enough for 250 kilometers for him. Понял. And it's always 80% filled, not 100% filled, because it can взорвется, да, походу?
Нет, просто так сделано так, чтобы 80%.
Well, it's just made 80%, that's it. No idea why, but it is. Everyday used car, you will never tell it has a turbo, it can do what it can do, it has 210, 220 brake horsepower. Just nobody can tell that. And when you drive it peacefully, the clutch is very light. It's lighter than in my Lacetti. In my stock Lacetti, it's much lighter. Everything here is made for your comfort, and that's what is the shocking about this car. No one, you know, like when you tune the car, you always have this problem where you just sacrifice comfort and you sacrifice so many things when you tune the car. But here, it is so perfectly done that it is soft, it is quiet, it is better to drive than the factory car. It's faster to drive than factory car. It has better acoustic, it has better sound isolation, and all that just amazes me. As a user of Lacetti, like I'm the owner, I have the same car as he does, and it's just, you know, two different vehicles, and this one is much better. It's better to use every day. But when you want to drive it crazy, it will. You can hear the air sound after 3000 RPM. It just throws back, and after 3000 RPM it's just, it flies away. So and again, let's go. Is very good. The handling, it's, well, it's not much better than Lacetti's handling, and it's a little bit sloppy. This is the only Achilles heel of this car, the handling. But acceleration is great. It's just flies away immediately. Concentrated so much on not to dying right now because the handling is sloppy, but the acceleration is so good that you don't want to enjoy it. You don't want to stop flooring the car. It is much better. It's just it's addicted. It's very addictive. The acceleration is so addictive, you feel like a junkie. Just, it's like a heroin. Really, you try it once and you want to do it again and again and again and again without stopping it. You need a rehab for this car, really. It's just something amazing. Owner told me to give it all the beans. He said that I'm changing gears too early. So now let's change the gears when he said it. Yeah, much better. The turbine spins more faster. flies away. Car flies away. Immediate. Oh, that's scary. That's very scary. That's so scary. Just he told me go third. That's something. Just the delivery is so smooth, and at the same time it's so nice. It just throws you away. The delivery is amazing. There's not much experience of tuning these cars, and owner with the trial and error, a lot of times, you know, he had few errors there. He did it. He did the perfect car. It's reliable. It can drive no problem. It's just, it has so much potential here for further tuning, but I don't understand it. He wants to make this car a 300 brake horsepower monster to just destroy Malibu Turbo Premier. The fastest car right now on sale in Uzbekistan, one of the fastest cars, is Malibu Premier Turbo, and he wants to destroy it. I have no idea why he wants it, because for me 210 220 brake horsepower in this vehicle is enough for you, for everyday fun. It's just enough. It's just something that makes you happy. Anything else, it will be too much in my opinion, but owner is determined to make it 300 brake horsepower monster. Well, when he will do it, I think he will call us to check on it. Nevertheless, I love this car. You know, it's a great vehicle. It has everything that I want, and none of the drawbacks. Zero drawbacks, except of the handling, but that's the factory problem. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please subscribe. Tell me in the comments what do you think about this turbocharged monster with the propane. And also don't forget about the project called Food for Life US. They feed about 3,000 people each Saturday, and they need financial or your physical help. Link is below. Please share my video to people who love propane and cars, and I'm very happy today. It's a very good car. Thank you to the owner. Take care and bye bye. Выключай.
Here is a clip of me having a small problem with the rear gear. I couldn't shift it, I don't know what happened, so this is what happened.
На машину подобрать. Так. У нас задняя почему-то не включается. Что за хрень? Нет, передняя опять. Ой, блядь. Блядь, что случилось? Так, стоп. Все, вот есть. Нет. Сейчас, подожди. Так. Так, вот. Задняя вот так. Вот теперь есть задняя. Вот теперь все, передняя, поехали, все.